Hey guys, welcome back to the Piston Show. If you're thinking that why are we reviewing the Sorento again when we've done it before? Well, you're right, except that the Sorento we reviewed before was the base model, where else the one that you're seeing here is the top of the line diesel variant. Now in this video, I want to tell you everything there is to know about the Sorento and what makes it a great family car, but the one thing that perhaps lets it down. Now let's do this. Now from the offset, from the outside, well, it looks pretty much the same as the entry-level model, except that this runs on 19-inch wheels. You also get this triple combination LED headlamps, which looks amazing, and then you get this tiger nose pinch front grille, so it sort of looks like a tiger's nose has been pinched. So that's what Kia wants you to believe. However, one of the nicest angles of the Kia Sorento, by the way, check out how big this car is. It's huge. This car is humongous, right? But anyway, one of the nicest angles to the Kia Sorento is this. So apologies for it being a little bit dirty, but it's been rainy, the rainy season here in Malaysia, and it's white, so absolutely no point washing the car. But anyway, this is the nicest angle of the Kia Sorento. However, since we are back here, I'd just like to bring your attention to how practical the boot can be. A laptop bag. Of course, this is a 6-seater, but with the seats in place, you get huge storage space. Now, there's no doubt, in any language that you speak, this is a lot of storage space. And then you also get your auto recliner. You press this and the seats recline into place, and then you get your own air conditioning adjustment here, your own USB ports for left and right, your own air conditioning vents. So in that sense, it's hugely practical, absolutely no doubt about it. But there's one thing that perhaps lets it down. But before we get to that, let's check out the interior. Okay, the top of the line variant as well as the mid-level variant comes with individual captain chairs. Now this is nice, it's comfortable, it's brilliant, gives you a lot of space, and because it has Boss switches over here, see, the Boss switches is what you call Boss switches, so the Boss that sits behind here can actually create more space. It's actually quite spacious, very comfortable, very spacious, no doubt about it. And at 255,000, seems like a bargain for a car to be driven in. But is that really why you buy a Kia Sorento? To be driven in, considering that you can get a Toyota Alphard or Velfire out in the parallel imported market for slightly more than that or even less than that, depending on the year? Perhaps not, but as a family car, it does really well because of how much space and technology it has to offer. And this is the one part where I think it's sort of a letdown, because if it was a 7-seater, it would be perfect. But the thing is, Kia does have a 7-seater Sorento. The entry-level Sorento is a 7-seater. However, that's the baseline model, and it comes with fabric seats, which really, in my opinion, does not justify the 211,000 ringgit, slightly more than that, slightly more than 211,000 ringgit that Kia Malaysia wants you to pay for a baseline Sorento. Kind of a pity, because I think if it had leather seats, it would fly off the shelves. However, it's not to say that the Sorento is not selling well. It is selling well. I just think it can sell better. Is there a market opportunity for a 7-seater top-of-the-line Kia Sorento? I definitely think so. Will it come? Maybe. Now, let's jump in front. From here, this is obviously where the action happens, right? It's a nice car. No matter which angle that you see it, it's brilliant, right? And in terms of quality, it's fantastic to say the least. I cannot find anything to complain about the quality, about the features. I can't find. Perhaps that this car is maybe a little too safe, that it forces even the second row passengers to wear the seatbelt. Otherwise, the chimes are just, it just keeps on chiming and it gets really annoying. But hey, in the name of safety, right? So quality is top notch. Features are brilliant. You get Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Even up here, you get 3 USB ports. You get a key wireless charger over here. This is your drive mode selector. So you get Comfort, Eco, Sport, Smart. And then because it's an all-wheel drive system, all-wheel drive powertrain, so you press this, you get access to snow, mud and sand. The 360-degree camera, electronic parking brake, hill descent assist, auto hold, auto start stop. The works. And check this out. This is one of my favorite features. So this is roughly about an 11-inch digital meter panel, obviously. So if I give my right signal, look, it shows what's on the right of the car. And if I give my left signal, it shows what's on the left of the car, sort of like a blind spot monitoring system, except that this actually displays what is on your left and to your right. So in that sense, absolutely brilliant. Trimming, nice. Spaciousness, beautiful. And I cannot fault the Kia Sorento diesel. At 255, slightly more than that, let's call it 256,000 ringgit. It's just faultless. I just wish it had one extra seat, and that would have perfected the package. It's only let down by the fact that it's available only as a 6-seater variant. Besides that, top notch. Now let's go take it for a drive. But before that, and yes, it does come with all of the advanced safety systems, which I'll speak to you shortly. Now let's go take it for a drive, and I'll tell you what's so nice about it. Perhaps there's one thing that I don't quite like about it, which I'll talk about shortly, and after that, I'll conclude the video on the go. However, if I have your attention up to this point, do consider subscribing. It'll really help us. So, I drove the Kia Sorento with my family to Ipoh and got back last night, actually. And I've got to say this, that there were 4 of us. And if it's only 4 of you, as we experienced, the Kia Sorento diesel is brilliant. Not only is it incredibly comfortable, it's also spacious, with plenty of space for all of your things for a weekend getaway, as I've already demonstrated. But it's also incredibly efficient. The 2.2 turbo diesel engine produces 199 horsepower and 440 Newton meters of torque, which is more than enough for a 1.8 ton car such as the Sorento. Efficiency, though, is the name of the game over here. I picked up the car on Friday, went back home, chucked everybody in, went to Ipoh, did some illegal speeds along the way, and I reached Ipoh with a full tank. Full tank. Now, it doesn't matter how big the tank is, but the fact that we still reached with a full tank says quite a bit about the efficiency of the Sorento diesel. But that aside, I mean, it's not only efficient, it's also incredibly refined. You can do about 150, 160, 170 kilometers per hour and not feel it. That is refinement. Even right now, I'm doing about 80 to 100 kilometers per hour, and whoa, construction, guys. And I don't really have to raise my voice to speak to you. That is refinement. But besides all of that, from the title of this video is the Kia Sorento being a great family car, but it's being let down by just one thing, and that is the fact that it has only 6 seats. For it to be a perfect family car, it should have 7 seats, because that is when, every person will have a seat. Right now, if you have 3 kids, which would be brilliant if it had 7 seats, 3 kids and a maid, fantastic, spot on. Now though, a bit of a letdown. Of course, There's the Kia Sorento with has a 7-seater version, but that the entry-level version has fabric seats. Fabric seats for a car that costs 211,000 ringgit, slightly more than that. What were you thinking? So anyway, this and the mid-level variant, which is a petrol version, are obviously the way to go. It's just that it's a pity that it's just 6 seats. Now, how does it feel to drive? Brilliant, comfortable, easy. It comes with drive modes, as I've already pointed out, which makes it even easier to drive. However, I have to also say that the accelerator pedal is a bit iffy. There are times where just off the go, it sort of does not respond to your throttle input. Now that might depend on the drive mode that you're in. It's just that I've experienced it a couple of times. So perhaps it's a fault with this car, perhaps it's just like that. So if you drive a new Kia Sorento, let me know if you face any issues such as the one that I've just told you about. Let me know in the comment section. Alright, 255,000 ringgit. Is it worth it? Yes, I think it's worth it. If you're okay to live with a 6-seater, brilliant. If you're looking for a car to be driven in as well, also quite okay. However, if you need more seats, then I want to tell you about the new Honda CR-V. I've driven that. It's brilliant. It's a 5-seater though, it's not a 7-seater, but it's just as big as the Sorento, slightly smaller perhaps. I don't have the exact measurements, but the new Honda CR-V is huge and spacious. So check out my review of the new Honda CR-V. I'll leave a link to that video somewhere in the comment section, the description box. Anyway, as usual, do consider subscribing, and thank you for watching the new Kia Sorento diesel. Brilliant, efficient, comfortable, refined, in the market right now for 255,000 ringgit. Thank you for watching.